Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Karen Greer. We resume our discussion right now of pediatric childhood cancer with Peyton, who's a senior in high school, and Briley, who is 7. Both of you are fighting a blood type cancer. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. So, Peyton, we're going to begin with you. Tell me what you remember about the doctor telling you that you had cancer.
Well, in December of 2016, I was having severe leg pain and I was having these awful headaches, and I thought that it was probably just normal related to stress of school and sports, but it eventually got so bad that I could barely walk and my head was throbbing, so my mom took me to the emergency room where I was immediately diagnosed with leukemia. And we soon figured out that it was a super rare type of leukemia called mixed phenotype acute leukemia, which is basically a mix of 2 types of leukemias.
Now, you said something very interesting. Now, are you in sports at school?
Yes.
What were you doing?
I was playing lacrosse and running cross country.
So it could have been, oh, I'm just tired, fatigued, my bones are aching. But Mom knew better than to just let it be that you're aching and you've got a bad headache.
Yes, she did.
Wow. And once you started treatment, what was that treatment like?
Well, I immediately started treatment following my diagnosis. I went straight to the ICU and I was treated with lots of chemotherapy, lots of medication, radiation, and that all led up to a bone marrow transplant in which my sister was actually my donor. But after about a month after my transplant, we soon realized that I had relapsed. So I underwent more chemotherapy and a new therapy called CAR T-cell therapy. And that all eventually led up to my second bone marrow transplant, which was from an unrelated donor.
How old were you when you were doing all this?
Well, I was diagnosed when I was 15, and I actually figured out I had relapsed a few days before my 16th birthday.
Wow. Amazing. And then beautiful Briley, who's sitting next to you, you are 7. Do you remember when your mom and the doctors found out that you had cancer? What did they tell you? What did you learn afterwards, though, about cancer? Tell me what it feels like sometimes for you when you were sick.
Didn't feel good.
Didn't feel good. Were you in the hospital a lot? A lot of needles, a lot of shots?
Yes, ma'am.
What would you want to say to people at home about, what you went through? You're so young and so brave. How can people just at home be more alert and aware, like when their kid says, I don't feel good, Mom, to believe that maybe something really serious? Did you go right to the doctor? Yeah? What kinds of treatments do you have now? What do you have to do?
Just go to clinic.
You go to the clinic a lot because yours is also a blood disorder, a leukemia. Are you still undergoing treatments? No? You don't have to go anymore? You are still undergoing treatments. Mom's in the corner and she said, yeah, you still have to go to the doctor sometime for treatment. You know what she's going through, right?
Yes.
What kinds of treatments, what are they like?
Well, I've had lots of chemotherapy, radiation, and along with that comes a lot of side effects. And obviously there's lots of pain involved. I had lots of hallucinations from all of the medication. I don't even remember a good portion of my time in the hospital just because I was so drugged up, which is probably a good thing that I don't remember. But one of the worst worst side effects of treatment for me was probably all of the nausea. I literally went weeks on end, spending the entire day just throwing up, not feeling well. Throughout all of this, the nausea didn't allow me to eat because I would either just throw it up or all of the throwing up ruined my throat, hurt my throat so much that eating was unbearable, along with drinking.
Now, did you give up your sports for this year? Because now you are in remission.
Yes, I actually am running cross country this year.
Wonderful. That's
Yes.
wonderful. And do you get to do any gymnastics or anything, Briley? No, not right now? Did you used to do any, what did you used to do? What was your favorite thing to do?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. And that's something you worry about, that your childhood, is missing through all of these treatments. You're about to go to college.
Yes.
Have you started looking at places to go?
I have. I am beginning the process.
What's the one you really want?
Honestly, I don't have one in specific
okay.
that I'm really dying to go to.
Okay,
so
good.
I'm still looking.
Still looking. Well, we are
Yes.
so excited that you all are here to share your journey and talk to us about some of what kids your ages are going through, so that people can put a face to the name when they hear childhood cancer. They know, it may be a neighbor or it may not be. You guys are just like the little girls next door. And I love the haircuts.
Thank
Can
you.
I tell you, very trendy. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, when we come back on Public Affairs on Peach, we're going to look at how the Raleigh Foundation is actually assisting families dealing with childhood cancer. We'll be back in a moment.